Airlift site said it's pretty easy to install this stuff. I don't know if it's true. It looks a little bit complex. I hope that I can figure it out. I hope that it doesn't become a hot mess. I've already started on the front struts and the rear springs and shocks. I've got them on the car right now. I'm going to show you real quick how I did it. Each car is going to be different, but if you have a BMW E30 or an E36, it's going to be really similar because on the Z3s, they used the E30 rear end, and then on the front, it's just going to be the exact same as an E36. So the rears I did about a week ago because I bought that on Amazon because I think it was a fluke, but they had them for super cheap, the whole setup. But I didn't have the management yet. So what I did is I bought this little Schrader valve and then to the NPT 1/4, and then I just used an adapter that I also bought on Amazon and then just screwed those in, and then I used the compressor that comes with the car and pump these up to around 45, maybe 50 PSI. I've been driving around like this for a week, and then I just used some clamps underneath. I don't think it'll show in the camera, and I just clamped them up in the wheel well, and it hasn't been rubbing, it hasn't caused any problems. And that was kind of nice, so I was able to get that done and not have to do everything in one weekend. I don't recommend this, but it worked. It got the job done. I was able to drive around. I don't own another car, and so I needed to get to work and do another stuff, so that's why I did this. Look what came in the mail. Oh yeah. It's like Christmas morning. Let's open this guy up. Let's see what's inside. And take it over here to the desk. We've got a deck of cards. No, just kidding. I bet this is a controller. Let me see. I can open this up. Cool, an iPod. Haven't seen one of these in 10 years. We got the airline cutter right here. And we've got a bunch of zip ties and odds and ends. There it is. Wow, it's pretty heavy. Pretty excited to put this in. So the car that it's going in right here is a 2000 BMW M Coupe. I got this thing about 2 months ago. This was what was on it before. Had some H&R springs, and so I don't know if you can see in the camera that little line at the bottom of the spring where the paint was coming off. These springs were fully collapsing because they were so old. Who knows how long they had been in the car. So it's time to take them out. The shocks too. Well, they don't have anything left. Yeah, those are completely gone. You can see where the other ones had leaked out all over. So it's time. I was really happy to take those out and put in something else. Oh, let's go ahead. Let's get started. It's super hot in here. It's maybe 100 degrees outside, probably hotter in this garage, so I'm just gonna be hot and sweaty. Oh, I almost forgot the tank. I haven't even opened this yet. There it is. Oh yeah, look at the raw. Oh wow, that's super light. Doesn't weigh anything. Looks pretty good. I think I might paint it later to match some of the stuff I've done on the interior of my car. We'll see. All right, let's see if this fits. Moment of truth. This is a 4-gallon tank. Oh yeah, I think it might work. Here. This. Oh heck yeah. Yeah, that's gonna look good. I might still be able to put that plastic trim if I wanted to hide it. I don't know, we'll see. Depends if I paint it or not. Might end up looking good with it just kind of exposed like that. All right. These are the instructions that came with the kit. I'm gonna be running dual compressors just because if I do take this out somewhere and one of the compressor dies, well, that doesn't sound like fun. So I'm gonna be doing dual compressors and I wanna get stuck. All right, here we go. Woohoo! All right, we're back. It's been a couple days, but I got it all finished. Here it is. We've got it on the highest setting right now, and pretty excited for this. So here is the app, and all I got to do is double tap. And there we go. And then if I want to lift it back up, I just hit this again. You can hear the compressors kick on right now. I've got it in show mode so it'll run with the car off. Probably don't want to do this too much just because it can drain the battery, but I'm pretty excited with how it turned out. Now that little thing where my car wouldn't start, it was because of these guys over here. I'll show you. Got this heap of wires, and the previous owner had installed a battery disconnect with this, and it was getting pinched, and you can see right here that's what kept the car from starting. So luckily I have roadside assistance, so they were able to tow me home. It was no problem, but the car ride's great. I'm really excited. It's super fun to drive around. It rides so much better. Comparing it to the stock suspension, it's so much better. It's just a lot smoother. It handles bumps a lot better. It doesn't roll as much, which I was afraid that I would get too much body roll with an air suspension. It doesn't do that. Now, I don't have it slammed all the way to the ground when I lower it. Just drop it. So I didn't go all the way down because really what I wanted for this is I wanted something that I could take up the hill, up the ski hill, get over bumps, not scrape. The roads are horrible here in Los Angeles, so just wanted something like that. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. This was a lot of work. It took me, it probably took me about 5 days. Give yourself a week. You're gonna need a lot of tools. A lot of stuff's gonna go wrong. I have an older car, so I had a lot of problems. There were a couple times where I thought, what in the world? But it wasn't that bad. The worst part I'd say was because of the rear section, I had to do some drilling. Didn't love that, but pretty happy overall with how it turned out. Let's go ahead and just air it out all the way. Let's see what it looks like. That's pretty low. That's just so crazy to think and it doesn't rub like that, which is pretty wild. Yeah, you wouldn't want to drive without any pressure in the bags, but it goes from this to monster truck in just a matter of seconds. For the price, it wasn't too bad. I think it was totally worth it.